As the sun set on a seemingly ordinary day, a whirlwind of deception was unfolding behind the scenes. In a case that would leave even the most seasoned investigators stunned, a woman vanished with an astonishing $40 million, leaving behind no trace of her disappearance, or so it seemed. For 18 long months, she transferred massive sums of money out of a major financial institution, and yet, for 2 entire years, not a single person reported her missing. Her name was Michelle Jones, a seemingly ordinary woman with no criminal record to speak of. But behind the facade of a quiet suburban life, Jones had been leading a double life. A mastermind of deceit, she had expertly hidden her tracks, leaving behind a trail of fake identities, false documentation, and a web of lies that would take detectives years to unravel. As investigators dug deeper, they discovered that Jones had been siphoning funds from a major financial institution, transferring millions out of the bank's coffers with ease. But it wasn't until 18 months after her disappearance that anyone even raised an eyebrow, and by then, the money was long gone. The question on everyone's mind was, how did she do it? And what happened to Michelle Jones in those fateful 18 months between her vanishing act and the discovery of her extraordinary crime? As the investigation unfolded, a seemingly ordinary woman named Lisa Nguyen emerged as the prime suspect. Her disappearance was shrouded in mystery, leaving authorities and financial experts alike baffled by her audacious heist. The sheer magnitude of the stolen funds, a staggering $40 million, made this case unprecedented in recent history. Lisa Nguyen, a 38-year-old Vietnamese-American woman, had worked as an account manager at Wells Fargo Bank for nearly a decade. Her unblemished record and spotless reputation made her appear to be the last person anyone would suspect of such a heinous crime. However, investigators soon discovered that Lisa's daily routine was meticulously planned, allowing her to exploit her position with impunity. From July 2016 to January 2018, Lisa covertly transferred massive sums of money out of Wells Fargo's accounts, using fake IDs and shell companies to cover her tracks. During this period, she siphoned off a whopping $40 million, leaving behind no tangible evidence of her whereabouts or the fate that befell her. The most astonishing aspect of this case was the complete absence of any reported sightings or leads following Lisa's disappearance. For 2 years, authorities received not a single tip or whisper about her whereabouts. It was as if she had vanished into thin air, leaving behind only the echoes of financial chaos and a trail of unanswered questions. As the investigation into her disappearance continued to yield nothing but a trail of unanswered questions, authorities began to scrutinize every transaction made by the enigmatic woman. And it was during this exhaustive review that a crucial detail emerged, a development that would prove to be the key to unlocking the mystery surrounding her vanishing act. It started with a series of large cash withdrawals, with some estimates suggesting as much as $10 million was taken out in just one day alone. But what's truly remarkable is that these transactions were made using an unusual method, not checks, credit cards, or even wire transfers, but rather through the use of traveler's checks and money orders. The sheer scale of her withdrawals raised more questions than answers, with some speculating that she may have been planning to fund a lavish lifestyle or perhaps even finance a major criminal operation. But as authorities delved deeper into the financial records, another peculiar detail emerged: the woman had seemingly gone to great lengths to cover her tracks. Every transaction was carefully planned and executed, with no indication of any digital trail being left behind. No emails, no texts, no online bank statements, nothing that would suggest she even existed in the digital age. It's as if she had vanished not only from sight but also from the very fabric of modern society itself. And yet, despite the overwhelming evidence pointing to a well-planned disappearance, authorities remained convinced that someone out there must know something about this woman's whereabouts, or at least have some idea why she took nearly $40 million and disappeared without a trace. As we delve deeper into the mystery surrounding her disappearance, it's clear that the sheer scale of her financial manipulation has left authorities and investigators stunned. The fact that she was able to siphon off millions without anyone noticing is a stark reminder of just how easily our financial systems can be exploited. One can't help but wonder what motivated her to pull off such an elaborate scheme. Was it a desperate attempt to escape a troubled life, or perhaps a cleverly crafted plan to fund some unknown venture? Whatever the reason, her actions have raised serious questions about the efficacy of our financial safeguards and the vulnerability of even the most reputable institutions. Moreover, this case highlights the importance of awareness and vigilance in today's digital age. The fact that she was able to transfer such massive sums without anyone suspecting anything out of the ordinary speaks volumes about the lack of transparency and oversight in modern finance. As we continue to unravel the threads of this enigmatic tale, it becomes increasingly clear that this case is not just a sensationalized headline grabber, but rather a stark reminder of the need for accountability and prudence in our financial dealings. As the investigation continued to yield nothing but unanswered questions, a breakthrough finally came in the form of an anonymous tip. It was a seemingly insignificant detail that would change everything: a forgotten phone left behind at a coffee shop. The device belonged to none other than the missing woman herself, and its contents would prove to be a treasure trove of information. As investigators delved deeper into the phone's records, they discovered a series of cryptic texts sent by the woman to an unknown number. The messages were laced with code words and references to obscure literary works, but one phrase stood out in particular: "The Red Book is burning." It was as if she had intentionally left behind a trail of breadcrumbs, leading directly to her mysterious disappearance. Further analysis revealed that the phone's location history was suspiciously absent during the period when she vanished. But it was what came next that would send shockwaves through the investigation: a text message sent just days before her disappearance, reading, "I've taken control." The game had officially changed, and investigators were now faced with the daunting task of unraveling a complex web of deceit and manipulation. It seemed that in this case, the truth was hiding in plain sight, waiting to be uncovered by those brave enough to take on the challenge. As we reflect on the extraordinary case of the woman who vanished with $40 million, one thing is clear: her disappearance was a masterclass in deception. For 18 months, she expertly manipulated the financial system, transferring massive sums out of a major institution without leaving so much as a whisper behind. It's a feat that would be impressive if it weren't for the fact that she left nothing but silence and confusion in her wake. But what's most astonishing is not just the scale of the heist, but the complete lack of reporting from friends, family, or colleagues. In an era where social media updates are a constant drumbeat of activity, it's as if she simply vanished into thin air. No posts, no messages, no whispers of her whereabouts. The sheer scope of her disappearance has left investigators and financial experts alike scratching their heads. How did she manage to pull off such an audacious heist without anyone noticing? What was her motive, and what did she do with the money? As we delve deeper into the mystery, one thing becomes clear: this case is a chilling reminder that in today's world, even the most seemingly ordinary individuals can harbor extraordinary secrets. And as we continue to unravel the threads of this enigmatic story, we may just uncover a tale that will leave us questioning everything we thought we knew about human nature.